Hey guys, welcome to the Sim Racing Paddock. I'm William Marsh, and it's time for week 5 of the Sim Racing Paddock Sim Racing System Championship utilizing the Porsche 911 Carrera RSR. This week we are going to be racing at Sonoma, so I'm just doing a quick practice session, going to turn a few laps, and then we are going to turn this puppy loose. So let's hop in this car and get going. And I accidentally forgot to change from paddle shifters to my Heusinkveld sequential. I will make sure to change that before the race begins. Looks like I need to adjust some levels, so let's do that real quick. And it looks like this should be good. Let me know how the audio levels are, guys. And yes, I am still going to heel and toe while I am driving with paddle shifters. Authenticity, guys. So Silverstone is a track I'm not great. I am not really horrible at either. I'm just meh average on. Intent on torturing in more tires. I want to do some tire testing in other sims and then maybe make a larger video talking about it. But if there are any people who are criticizing me, calling me an idiot for doing that video, I just want to explain my reasoning for that. The reasoning behind that video, talking about the tire wear and everything, is it's not just because, oh, the tire's going to zero, so it should blow, or whatever. It's to ensure the simulation. It's to ensure that you are treating the simulation like real life. So I'm just, for example, going to talk about NASCAR for a second. Look at what NASCAR teams do. They try to push the envelope on what tires can do. They want to run high camber angles. They want to run low tire pressures to try to gain as much as an edge as possible. And the problem is sometimes that edge is too ragged. So that high camber angle is going to result in uneven wear. Usually it's going to be the inside of the tire wearing out more than the outside. So that'll cause issues like tires cording. It's going to cause issues such as the inside of the tire wearing unevenly and blowing out. And it's not like tires are a finite, or not finite, but tires are a completely digital simulation, as in like there's 100% tread and you're good, 90 it's getting a little worn, 30% you're in danger, 0% you're screwed. It's something where other elements need to be taken into account. It needs to take into account how camber is. So I'm just going to use another example. One time I was driving an oval race in iRacing, and as I was avoiding an incident, I brushed a wall. There was a little bit of suspension damage. The camber got forced in a little more, so there was a little more negative camber in the car as I was driving. However, I was still relatively competitive. But that additional camber on the tire ended up leading to uneven wear, and about 20 to 25 laps later, my tire blew. Theoretically, I should have had another good 30 laps left on that run, but the tire blew about 20 laps earlier because of the damage to the tire causing additional camber, leading to additional tire wear. That's the kind of damage engine that I like to see. Granted, iRacing's damage engine is far from perfect. It has a lot of issues that need to be resolved, but it legitimately treated the tire like a tire. It was dynamic. It was actually doing something authentic. I had damaged the tire because of an incident, and it caused additional camber. That additional camber put strain on the tire, which wore out a part of the tire too quickly, caused it to wear and then blow out. That is something that you just simply cannot do in Assetto Corsa. So that is one reason why I was harsh in that video. Assetto Corsa is one of my favorite driving titles still. It is a great sim racing title. However, there are just those small flaws that have things going on and just keep it from being at a caliber of different sim racing titles. It's not like I was just saying, oh, I wore out the tires all the way and they didn't go flat. It's an issue. It's more of the tire model not being as dynamic as competitors or in real life, because you could add crazy camber in this car and it's like, man, it's not going to cause too much of an issue. So that's why I'm upset. That's why I'm frustrated with the tire model. And that's why I spent the time making that video. It kind of cracks me up though. There are some people on Reddit saying, oh, he's just relying on clickbait for money. Full disclosure, I'll likely make $3 to $4 off those 2 videos. I'll likely make, I don't even think I'm gonna make $5 off those videos. And I spent about 6 hours on it. It's definitely not for the money. It's to inform the community. It's to inform sim racers. That's my responsibility to the community, so that's what I am doing. So, let's check in on the chat. Any news on Heusinkveld H-Shifter? Not that I know of. I know it's still coming. I think they're still trying to work on the engineering side and make everything work in a relatively small unit, similar to my sequential shifter. But it is still a work in progress. I'm hoping it'll be out by the end of this year, and they're saying that they're interested in having me review it, but first I need to put out my review of this puppy. So that's going to be coming soon, and I need to also review the GT Omega that's behind me. Yeah, I think you can see it. So I'm going to start filming some footage of that tonight, I think. Jeff is going to hang out, so I think I'm going to try having him come over and test out the cockpit. So, like, he's taller than me. He's like 6'1" or so. So, I'm about 5'6", 5'7". So, I am going to test it out, and then I'm going to have him test it out so we can get a decent baseline on different heights and stuff. So, I think that'll be interesting. So, I'm excited to see how that'll work, and then see where to go from there. And then I have some exciting news coming up. So if you are on the, if you check some of the new posts I did in the SimRacingPaddock website, you'll know that SimLab are putting out 2 new cockpits. One of them is going to be their new budget cockpit, which is the GT1 Evo. It's based off of their GT1 cockpit. It's going to feature some slightly modified components. The wheel support bars are going to be a little thinner. It's going to have a new pedal plate as well as a new wheel deck. And then it's going to be priced at under 400 euros. So this is like major for the budget sim racer. So I'm really excited to see how that is going to be and where to go from there. And it sounds like also they have the TR1 cockpit, which is their first cockpit they're releasing in association with Team Redline. And basically that's going to be a black version of their GT2 cockpit. So it sounds like I'm going to review one of them. It sounds like I'll likely review the GT1 Evo because that is the more affordable of the two. And I think I want to review an affordable 80/20 base cockpit because this cockpit is a $1,500 cockpit, and then add it's closer to $1,800, $200 for the seat. You're looking at a $2,000 cockpit. So the cockpit, once you add a wheel stand from, monitor stand from SimLab, that's going to be about a third or so of the price of this cockpit I'm using right now. So I want to see the performance comparison and everything. So I'm excited to review that. Also, another review I am going to be doing in the near future is I'm going to start reviewing a couple of products from Next Level Racing. So Next Level Racing, they emailed me last night actually, saying they are releasing a revised version of their F1 GT that's in a matte black color. So they asked me if I'm interested in reviewing that. I said, sure, why not? So I'm going to be reviewing that, and also I think I'm going to be reviewing the Next Level Racing wheel stand as well, so that's going to be exciting coming up. Full House. Or actually, wait. Hold on. Gonzalo asked first, once you reveal all the products, you give them back? Because I always see cockpits you can do. It depends on the situation. Cockpits, generally, I get to keep, because it just is too much of a hassle for them to take it back for the most part. So, also, full disclosure, I actually bought this cockpit. They offered me a reduced price. They sold it to me for, I think it was 700 euros, and I had to supply my own seat, but they did let me keep this seat. And then I have, the GT Omega, they let me keep, and most of the other ones are cockpits, they let me keep. I bought my direct drive wheel. I purchased it with my own money. Some other products, they are on loan. So sometimes at the end of the review process, I do have to send them back. But a majority of it, I do get to keep them. And note, because I get to keep them, it does not influence my review positive or negative. But yeah, majority of the products I do get to keep. And then Full House Gaming, I don't really think that is, I wouldn't call this too primitive. It is a slightly more advanced tire model than others on the market. I mean, realistically, I think in some ways this tire model has some more advanced features than Race Room or even Automobilista in some ways. But at the same time, it is a situation where you are having to account that originally, I think Assetto Corsa is, or it was originally more intended towards shorter events. If you consider the early access period of the title, the early access is a situation where you didn't have races that go longer than I think like 20 laps. You couldn't pit. So you couldn't make pit stops for longer events. And then that was added post-release. So I don't fully know. It's kind of speculation on my end, but it just seems a little bit that way. Well, Shane, I'm going to be doing a video on a $40 sim wheel. Maybe after that I can send you that. Little wide there. Okay. So I have to be careful. In all seriousness, do I think Competizione has more improved tires? I think it should. I think it will, because it just seems like all the signs are there for that. To consider, Assetto Corsa Competizione is going to be built around endurance events. It's going to be based off of the series that runs the 24 hours of Spa, the 24 hours of Nürburgring. So it's just like, yeah. So I think the tire model is going to reflect that more, because it's interesting strategies, especially when it comes to driver swaps and events. So sometimes people will double stint tires during endurance races, so they'll try to conserve the tires more and keep that behavior going. And that's an experiment I've done in R Factor 2, where You drive softer over the course of a double stint versus driving all out for a single stint. So it's ideas like that. And R Factor 2 has some great simulation of tire wear, where if you drive that car hard, it is going to punish you. If you drive it conservatively, it's going to reward you, and really flew it in hard there. Okay, so let's actually try a good lap before this race starts. So I'm just going to shut up. You can listen to the car, and we'll see if I can get a decent lap in. Little loose there. Go. Love the sound of this Porsche. A little conservative through here, a little understeer, but we're okay. Okay, we're about 1.5 seconds up on our split, but I think I didn't get a good exit out of this corner, so I think we're going to lose a little ground. Could have started a little more to the left. Nerdbrick, that lap I think I only messed up at 2 corners. Understeer. Well, I should say really messed up 2 corners. So is that more to your liking, Nerdbrick? Okay. 5:55, which means we should jump out and join the event. Also, hold on a sec. Whew. Getting hot here. I heard that about an hour and a half away, it is just freaking hot. I think it's like 110 degrees about an hour and a half away, which is just crazy. So let's see how many people are in here. Had to refresh this window. 24 people. Nice turnout. Raging, yeah, I accidentally forgot to change because I was driving that Ferrari 488 GT 3 car. So now we're switched to the sequential. Wish I had an 8-shifter on here, but there's just no room on the right side. on the American side. I'll just call it that. But we will see how this race turns out. I'm excited. I think we have the potential to do well. But potential is one thing. Actual performance, we'll see. Let's see if there's any people I really recognize. It always cracks me up because most of the people in my league I don't recognize too much. Justin Talent, I had a good race with him last season, I think. Last season or 2 seasons ago. Had a good race against him at Thruxton in the Porsche GT4, I think. And that was fun. I should do Rallycross. I'll try Rallycross later on. It's been a little while. But yeah. Full House Gaming, that is a great way to put it. Hold on a sec. Just realized why I was getting a little frame stutter before. And Nerdbrick, that's my most popular video about... my most popular video I've ever done on this channel is about Scott Speed. Go figure. Hold on. There we go. It looks like I'm having audio in both channels, Full House. I can see audio in both channels. Okay. So now we got the stick at least. Whoa, okay. But honestly, it seems like I struggle a bit with this car. I don't really know what it is, but it just seems like I generally struggle with this car. I think part of it's I'm not used to the oversteer nature. Zhao, thank you for subscribing. That one guy's spun, and we will make it up. But watch this guy on my left. Little over rev. Get the rear end to step out a little bit. Car audio is fine. Voice is off. Oh, okay. Hold on a sec. Let me see what I can do. I think I know the issue. 1 second. I had to reinstall my audio box driver. No one warned me about it. I said in the beginning of the stream, warn me if something is off, but hold on a sec. Okay, let's see. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Okay, check, 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 check. So yeah, when I reinstalled my driver for this, it had the problem where it only used one driver, so that's better. Okay, I recognize the name Michael Butler. He usually, I think, does pretty well. But thanks for letting me know, guys. So it seems like we're going to have a lot of spinners, so hopefully we can qualify ahead of them. Yeah, Shane, I know about Dan Weldon working with the Sim Raceway guys because he had a decent relationship with Sim Raceway and Sonoma Raceway to that extent as well. How do you start a sim racing channel when you only have Dirt Rally and GTA? I'd say just start with some Dirt Rally gameplay videos and stuff. Start off with that. And then maybe move up to Assetto Corsa, buy it on a sale, and start covering cars and stuff. Start with what you have, and then you can really start moving your way up. What games for PS4 recommend for sim racing? Well, GT Sport, Project Cars 2, and Assetto Corsa. Especially because you can get the Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition for like 25 bucks. Ay, ay, ay. Just completely understeers through there. Jow. I do have a few H-pattern shifters, but they don't really fit on this cockpit. So, that's why. When I am going to be reviewing the SimLab GT1 Evo, I will likely attach my Fanatic my Fanatic Club Sport shifter on. Wow, I have no clue why he just went off like that. Okay. All right, Shane, you have a good night, man, and hopefully that's a fun race. I'll have to catch it later. So let's drop the fuel in this. So we'll go down to 15 liters. Why not? Hey, Sticky, how's it going? Almost too wide there. Two cars going wide and spinning. We are still okay. Make that 3 car spinning. I think this really will turn into survival of the fittest. And another car spins out. I play R Factor 2 a lot, but not too much online. I need to figure out how to set up servers and stuff. There we go. I'm debating dropping the tire pressure from the front 2 tires so I could try getting more heat in them. Little squirrely into the corner. I am not using any assists. No assists. I think ABS is set to factory, which means if the car had it in real life, then you would have it. So this car didn't have it, so I don't have ABS. Because I'm trying to do this authentic as I'm using a sequential shifter. There we go. Thank you, Ludwig fan, for subscribing. That made me jump a little bit. Did not expect for that to be so loud. So I think we'll get one more good lap. Yeah, it seems like the Discord bot takes a little while to recognize that you're now streaming. Okay, that was a slightly better entry. I think I apexed a little too early, though. Made me a little loose on exit. That bump was a little harsh. Roll on the throttle. Looks like we're going to improve our lap time at least. Not sure how much we're going to improve, but we're going to improve. Let's see. We're 10th quick. Make that 11th. Guy behind me went a little wide. Braked a little early there. Let's go for this late apex. Except not going to get a good corner here, I think. Honestly, my goal for this race is to survive. I just want to survive this race, realistically. This is the Heusinkveld Engineering Sim Handbrake. I will be reviewing it in the near future, I think. I want to review the shifter first, and then I will review the handbrake. Well, there goes my lap. I think. Full throttle. Had to crack it. Wow, we gained almost a second. Okay. Still 4 seconds off the pole, man. Sheesh. This car is a beast. Yeah, this car doesn't have the e-brake working. Okay, so we were clocking 223. So 35 liters should be fine. I'm going to change the camber and drop the pressure. So I think dropping the pressure will mean the tires will heat up a little more. The camber will help with the turning, I think, because we were a little on the tighter side. Suspension, let's think. Let's drop it a little bit. And we'll just save as race, or R for race. Looks like we're going to qualify around 11th, so we'll see how that is. So yeah, Justin Talon, I was mentioning he's a fast driver. He has a lot of talent, but But yeah, so decent field turnout. It looks like 21 people are in. We don't count SRS TV because that's, I think, for the live stream and stuff. But yeah, I think this is going to be a fun event. I might change the gearing, though. Because I think we can do with some... we weren't really hitting the limiter, but let's see how this goes. Let's see if we can get a quick feeling for the car. I tend to be on the more conservative side because I was doing like that lap time, but if they're faster, but let's do 31 liters. Just want to be on the safe side. Rather safe than sorry. So wish me luck, guys. I'm going to need it. I'm just going to move this a little higher. Asymmetrical tuning, possibly, but I like being more on the symmetrical side myself. Looks like a lot of the field actually got a good start. Please no dive bomb, please no dive bomb. I ran wide, so I'm going to get passed by 2 cars, I think. Actually, I'm going to get the preferred line into the next corner, so we'll see how this turns out. Oh, spinner, spinner. Spinner, spinner. Chicken winner for me. My face is pleasingly symmetrical. Zadis, yes they did. I talked with them and I believe they did Zadis Gaming. Seems like the gearing's working a little better. We'll see going down this back straight if it's the right choice, though. Because just want to not hit the rev limiter, though. I am using the Heusinkveld Engineering Sim Pedals Pro. Yeah, I used to play with Beyblades as a kid. It was pretty fun. Overcooked turn 1 a bit. My goal for this race, top 10. We'll see if that can happen. 9th place seems quick, though. Little oversteer there. Oh no. Thank you, Jason, for subscribing. Thank you. So looks like 9th and 10th are battling right now. Oh! Big lockup ahead of us. A little over rev. Not good. Wow, he's going for the dive bomb. Either that or I'm just way too conservative on the brakes. Oh, that's a spinner. I'm just skimming him it. He's just driving way too aggressively. He's going to burn out his tires. Because these tires are going to fall off over the course of the race. So I'm just going to let him torch his tires and we'll see where it goes from there. As I said, torch his tires. Looks like guy behind me has some nose damage. He's gonna have my draft though, so just seems like this car in front of me is just so unstable. I don't know if that's netcode or is he just driving really hard. Race is going to be about halfway done when we start or cross the start-finish line. I should keep this in fourth gear for that corner, I think, because we just run out of RPMs there. So we'll see how it is in fourth gear. This is a fun car. It's a challenge, but it's a fun car. Note that it is part of a DLC pack. Oh, shoot. Try and conserve my tires because this is a long race, so conserving tires is part of the goal. I got a little late to the throttle, so he's going to pass me into the next corner. It's this same guy. He's just crazy fast. I just can't imagine how his tires are gonna last the rest of this race. I ran a little wide myself there. Well, it looks like we're 5 seconds up above 10th place, so I'm not worrying too much about him. So let's try his corner in 4th as I completely miss my apex. That's on me, that's on me. Well, so we'll see how this turns out. 8 minutes left in the race, which should be about 4 laps. Whoa, I just locked up the rears. And he locked up pretty harsh. Okay guys, I have an exciting announcement I forgot to mention in this stream. If you haven't already seen my announcement on the YouTube channel, I am going to be getting my first hands-on look at F1 2018 in 2 weeks. I was invited to the US distributor's headquarters, which is about a half hour from where I live, and I'm going to be able to test drive F1 2018 as well as actually get to interview a guy from Codemasters. So, do you have any questions that you would like me to ask them besides VR? So, I know VR is going to be a popular question, and I'm going to ask that, but there are also other questions you guys might have, so let me know. Yes, I will ask about direct drive and OSW support. I'm braking a little too late here. I need to move my braking point back a bit. Looks like car just retired. I don't know if that's a lap down car or is that for position. We will find out at the end of this lap. Is it just me, or am I seeing more and more puffs of smoke? And that would be a puff of smoke from me. I'm just trying to make sure I can serve my tires. Best sounding electric engine. I saw this video clip that was the Toyota TS040 or TS050, I think, and it was rolling in high, electric mode, and then the engine turned on, and I gotta say, that was an incredible sound. So, I might say that, I'm not sure though. Haven't really studied many just electric-only motors. But is that cheating because it's a hybrid for my answer? I have no clue. Okay, move my braking point back. Make the corner. Still a little understeer through there, though. Raging Beard, that's... yeah. I really hope we do come up with some other technology that's not electric cars. That's the future. I mean, like hydrogen or something that still allows us to have a good engine note. Hit a bump that unsettled the car a bit. Let's try this in third. I mean, it's okay, but it just feels like I'm losing too much ground in the first corner. Right now, I'm just trying to keep ahead in ninth. This is Rich. Yeah, this is a really fun car, but it is a challenge. It just seems like it doesn't fit my driving style too much. I think that's one of the problems, where it's a fun car, but I think this fits other people's driving styles better. Wow, ninth place closed in quickly. We should push a little bit. Oh, one car behind me is way wide. Full House, thank you so much for that donation. Thank you. Oh my God, he almost murdered me there. What the heck did he just do? Whoa. all of a sudden I just see that car fill up my rear view mirror, and I was like, I just saw my virtual driver's life flash behind my eyes. And he just dropped out. So it should be the final lap, guys, but what the heck? I don't even know. So I'm just trying to be conservative, hit my marks, not spin out like I almost did, and we should take home 8th, which, I mean, 21 cars, not bad. So yeah, he's about 3.5 seconds back, so I think we are in the clear for now. I don't see a way that he can really close in. I mean, I did botch this corner, so it gives him a chance, but we should be okay. Short shift there, don't have to worry too much, and we are going to take home 8th. I'm happy with that. All things considered, it was a good race. Darion, I do kind of, right now, my right monitor actually died on me, so I have that sent out for repairs. They just received the monitor today. I sent it out a week ago. They told me, oh yeah, we can't fix it, so we need to replace it. We don't have that model in repair, so we'll just give you the upgraded one. So I'm hoping that the bezels will match, but we'll find out soon. Yeah, so all in all though, good race, good race. Could have been better, could have been worse, but hey, we brought it home in one piece. Tiny bit of damage to the engine from an over-rev, but yeah, decent finish. I'm happy with that. So yeah, guys, I think that'll wrap it up. I'm going to be filming my impressions on the GT Omega cockpit behind me tonight. Hopefully I will have that live maybe Friday, I'm hoping. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm William Marsh for the Sim Racing Paddock, and you have a great rest of your day.